There's a saying that sometimes the universe has a sense of humor, and without a doubt, I experienced that in a way I never imagined. My name is Jasmine Winters, and I want to share a story that flipped my life upside down, and in some ways, it's a testament to resilience. Last spring, I found myself in a place I never wanted to be, sitting in a cramped airport terminal, dressed in my everyday jeans and a navy blouse, a simple pendant around my neck, holding a cherished photo of my late mother. I was there for a funeral, so yeah, my heart was heavy. Sometimes when life feels like it's weighing you down, you just need a little comfort, and all I wanted was a blanket on this flight. I waved down the flight attendant, Brenda, and asked for one. I thought it was a reasonable request, right? But the moment I opened my mouth, I sensed a shift in the air. It was as if I could see her judgment through her eyes. She scoffed as she replied, "We've got issues on this flight already, lady. What makes you think I have time to fetch you a blanket?" Her tone dripped with condescension, and deep down I knew that this wasn't just about me wanting a blanket. It was about her misjudging me. You see, Brenda didn't know who I was. To her, I was just another passenger, another person dressed down, probably just another story to dismiss. But what she didn't know was that I wasn't just any passenger. I had recently become the owner of Northway Air, and I was flying incognito on the hunt to observe the true dynamics of my airline's customer service. I wanted to see how the staff treated regular folks, the everyday traveler, in a world where appearances often dictated treatment. Spoiler alert, they didn't seem to fare too well. The situation escalated when Brenda gave me a begrudging glass of water, seriously barely poured. It was the way she tossed it onto my tray table that got under my skin. I could feel the tension building, a familiar fire igniting inside me. "Excuse me, do you think you could treat me like a decent human being?" I shot back, trying to hold my ground, but I could feel her glare burning through me. Then, without warning, she leaned over me, and just like that, she slapped me across the face. Imagine that. I was caught off guard. My jaw dropped because it felt like something out of a movie, right? Everyone around us froze. Someone, a young woman a few rows back, handy with their phone, started recording. I felt exposed, but here's what makes that moment sharp. My instinct wasn't to back down. It was to fight back. Not just for myself, but for anyone who's ever felt belittled. That's when everything changed. The COO of Northway Air, a poised and fierce woman named Valencia, and her assistant Charles stepped in like they'd just walked onto a TV set. Valencia's expression shifted from confusion to fury, but it wasn't directed at me. It was aimed at Brenda, who was now a deer in headlights, realizing just whose presence she had disrespected. "Do you have any idea who you've just assaulted?" Valencia demanded, her voice steady, but you could feel the storm brewing beneath. At that moment, I wasn't just a nameless, faceless passenger. I was a multi-dimensional story, a woman who's carried the weight of being underestimated. The passengers around us, initially shocked into silence, began murmuring, disbelief etched across their faces. When the video of the incident surfaced, it became a viral sensation. Views skyrocketed, and just like that, I had launched into the public eye. Brenda was fired on the spot, and in the coming weeks, I called for an audit of Northway Air. What we uncovered wasn't just a rogue employee, it was systemic discrimination. Employees shared heart-wrenching testimonials about the environment at Northway, filled with biases that I hadn't previously known. Sometimes the truth hides in plain sight, doesn't it? After the dust settled, I didn't want to just move on. I wanted to make a statement. So I organized a press conference, standing in front of cameras, ready to share my commitment to inclusion and change. I announced the rebranding from Northway Air to Horizon Airways, alongside new policies promoting equity and respect for all travelers. Here's the thing, though. As inspiring as that was, I couldn't help but reflect on the bigger picture. Yes, I'd found my voice, and yes, I'd made a powerful stand against bias, but where do we go from here? Each of us has a journey, moments that scar us, days that define us, and how we choose to rise out of those situations matters. So I want to invite you, dear viewers, to share your thoughts below. Have you ever been in a situation where you felt underestimated? How did you respond? What would you have done if you were in that airline seat with me? I want to hear your stories, those moments of injustice that turned into transformation. And if you've ever faced bias, just know you're not alone. We all belong. Let's remind the world that kindness and respect are what truly take flight. If you found value in this story, give it a thumbs up, and let's keep this conversation going.